All right, next we have Scorpio rising and sun. So this new moon is in your sign in the first house. And it is a pretty big deal because it is also with your planetary ruler there, right next to the sun and moon. And it is starting off some kind of deeper understanding of something that emerged in this past month during eclipse season. And being in your first house, you guys are growing in your own identity and self-perception and realizing more about yourself, your desires, and your worth. With Mars in your sign, I think you're understanding your motivations more deeply and you're becoming much more focused on things that maybe you've always wanted to do, or you're growing in confidence in some way through inspiration and maybe even opportunities that are coming your way. I definitely feel like you guys are having a little bit of kind of change up or instability in your life because Mars, your planetary ruler, and this moon is opposite Uranus in your seventh house. So relationships might be in some kind of flux right now. Things are changing. Things are evolving. You are wanting more freedom. You want more genuineness. You want more authenticity. You want to make progress in your relationships. And if that has been an area that slowed you down, I feel like you are ready to break out of that. And if, I think that you guys might actually be meeting some people or connecting with people that you could have the opportunity to make friends with or work with. But there's something here where I feel like your relationships are trying to go through some kind of improvement where you're not necessarily like willing to settle anymore. And I think that that's something that may have come up over this eclipse season, is that you guys have a lot of passion and you have a lot of inspiration, and there may have been ways in which you have been kind of held back in your relationships, or held yourself back from pursuing certain relationships, or even from pursuing certain career goals, because both the Mars, Moon, and Uranus are making a T-square, so squaring Black Moon Lilith in your 10th house. So there's something about your career and your desires within your career that you have not maybe fully embraced, or there could be shadow elements of that area of your life and these expectations that you put on yourself that could have kind of kept you from, I guess, fully realizing some of your potential. So that could be that you think that you just weren't good enough, or you didn't take certain chances, or you have had failures in the past, and then those kind of sit with you and you worry about them, or you worry about your reputation and how others perceive you. But there's something in your career where I feel like there is this area of your life, you're starting to realize how you can have more. And this is kind of similar to Libra, but I feel like you guys are realizing that you can have more, and you can have more also in your relationships. And so a few things I see, I feel like you guys are needing to discipline and focus yourself on the right things. And this is also similar to Aries. I feel like that's a message coming through, is that there's something bigger or long-term. And this could be this doesn't have to be career, but could be any kind of goals, even like how you want your relationships to fit in long-term with your goals, and how you want that to pan out. Like, do you want to have a family? Do you want to buy a house? Do you want to move countries? Do you want a partner there with you for these things? So I feel like you're kind of having these realizations about what it is that you really want, that maybe you've been afraid to fully own. Like, I do want to be really wealthy or really famous, or maybe I do want to, move to another place and find somebody that will go with me, or whatever it is that you're wanting. But I feel like you're needing to put in the effort to actually make this thing a priority. So not only are you getting more focused and understanding more of what you really want and more of yourself and what has stopped you from owning that, but I think you're also willing to kind of, again, dedicate yourself right now, focus your attention right now on actually doing the things to achieve that. And there could, again, be some radical or surprising things that happens in your relationships that help you see that there is this potential for you. So you might have some kind of blessing come to you. I'm really getting the sense that you guys are having some strong blessings that will manifest for you with this Venus and Jupiter card. So it could be a blessing socially. It could be meeting the right people that kind of connect you with some amazing career opportunities. It could be, you having certain goals for how you want your relationship to progress, and you are having breakthroughs with your partner, or you meet somebody new and you make changes to your relationships that feel really aligned. But there's something here where you guys are coming into good fortune and you're enjoying yourself. I'm seeing a lot of pleasure. I'm seeing a lot of emotional fulfillment. And I think it's because you guys are confronting some of your own demons. You're confronting some of the ways that you've limited yourself or felt insecure or have had issues from the past and things that you've held on to, emotional resentments, whatever it is. I feel like you guys are throwing off that heavy jacket and you're feeling like more emotionally stable. I think you're spending more time also trying to understand what would make you feel emotionally stable. I think that you are maybe socializing a little bit more or having new people come into your life that reignite this passion or excitement for either a career or a hobby, or just like a type of, any interest that you have, or just people that come into your life that make you feel good in general. Maybe you're going to parties, maybe you're spending time with family, but there's something where I feel like you are in your imagination, you're in your creativity, you're feeling alive and zestful. And it's because you've been willing to look at, again, the bullshit that you've kind of been ignoring in terms of your relationships or your goals or your career. It's like you've been putting things off to the side and now you're finally looking at them. And because of that, I think that this level of emotional happiness is coming to you, or this freedom emotionally is coming to you. You also have Mercury in your second house, and I definitely feel like you guys are coming into more money with this Queen of Pentacles, and with Mercury in your second house, you're coming up with really great ideas and ways to manifest more money or people to connect with. But I feel like because this is making an exact trine to Venus in your 12th, you're actually getting more intuitive downloads about what it is that you need to do, or some kind of creative vision or spiritual kind of energetic pull towards something that's telling you what you need to do in order to feel like you are more independent, more stable, more financially well off, more confident in yourself, more sure of yourself. And that's going to help this whole process of kind of going after your goals or stabilizing your relationships or feeling more fulfilled and kind of pursuing these things that feel fun. I feel like you guys, some of you might even meet somebody new or try to date somebody new. It just kind of depends on where you're at. There's a lot of houses involved, so it's kind of hard to just rein it all in. But I'm definitely getting the sense with this new moon trining Neptune in the 5th that you are feeling very spiritually guided right now, that you are feeling guided by your joy, by your pleasure, that you are feeling like on top of the world. Maybe you're having drinks with friends, maybe you're pursuing your artistic hobbies, you're dating, you're doing things that feel fun, you're bringing more joy and pleasure into your relationships with your children if you have any. And I really get the sense that the universe just wants you to trust and enjoy this whole process right now. I pulled this trust card and it says, Basil will indicate energies surrounding trust and the workings of relationships. Consideration and putting more into gaining harmonious ground are required. And although this does include romance, it's referring to any relationship or connection. Education and travel are all shining with positive vibes. Be wary of situations or relationships you know are not good for you. Okay, so that's definitely part of this message here, especially with Mars opposite Uranus, is kind of like the energy that you're putting into your relationships. I feel like you're going to get out, but also your career as well. So if you're really showing up and you're asking people questions and you're asking for what you want, you're going to find that people are responsive to you. And if you go and you show up with a chip on your shoulder, you're going to find that that's what you get as well. But I really feel like you're coming into a lot of just joy and emotional stability. And I think that is why you're attracting so much right now. Even though this is kind of like a volatile new moon, I think it's going to be volatile in a positive way where unexpected positive results come out of nowhere for you and offer you additional support. So that's what I'm seeing for you, Scorpio. If that resonates, please let me know down below. If you want a 2024 forecast, I will go through month by month and we'll have an 1.5 hour reading together where we cover everything coming up for you. Very helpful to navigate the energies ahead. If you want that, I will link that down below. There's only 15 available. So give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share with your friends, and have a beautiful day. Bye.